on a mission to eat every type of man. Black, white, chocolate, Chinese, Lebanese, any type of man. I was going to taste all of them. I was adventurous. I was in my early 20s. I was so vibrantly ready to taste every single type of man. So I moved to Shanghai. In Shanghai, I wanted to taste every type of man. Now note that I was living in Lagos. Lagos, all you see is black men. Me, I had a taste for exotic white chocolate men. White chocolate. But all I had was a black man. I had just one boyfriend. So I ended that and I moved to Shanghai to teach dance and English language. Story time, guys. Story time. Stars that make me dance. If you don't want me to sit down, if you want me to dance, then you have to send me stars. And I don't see the stars moving. They're not moving. They're just there. Oh my God, look, I'm already folding almost everything. This is what I should do anytime I'm about to fold. Just start talking to you guys and the folding will get done. So, guys, I moved to China on a mission to eat every type of man. Black, white, chocolate, Chinese, Lebanese, any type of man. I was going to taste all of them. I was adventurous. I was in my early 20s. I was so vibrantly ready to taste every single type of man. So I got to China, got my apartment, started my job, and on the weekends I would go to town to get a little bit of taste of life. On my first weekend going out, I downloaded the app called Tinder. Some of you know Tinder, some of you don't. I hear there's OkCupid and many other nice apps to do that nowadays. But back in the day, for all the expatriates in China, Tinder was banned in China. So in order to use Tinder, you have to have a VPN. Yeah, it's illegal to have Tinder in China. So you have to download the VPN and be very sneaky about it. And then you go on Tinder like this secret app. You swipe right on people. And you just see a lot of experts because none of the locals knew about Tinder. It was more of like an international thing. Like a hookup type of site for international experts. So me, I went on Tinder as a Nigerian girl that I am. And I was very, very like, oh, I'm going to get me some, white chocolate. Story time, guys. Stars will make me dance. If you want me to dance, send me stars. So right after I went on Tinder, I was having a lot of swipe lefts because I had really nice pictures. All the men wanted a little bit of this, So I was like, ooh, it's a lot of attention. I need to sieve through all of this to remove the shaft from the brain, I need to find out who is real and who is not. Because if I'm going to be sexually active with these males, I need to be very careful. And note, I had been very conservative. I come from a very conservative background. So this was just me trying to be explorative. I swiped left on my first hookup. He was a German dude. He walked with a little bit of a limp. But I didn't care because I don't mind a limp. I don't care about physical. For me, it's all about your vibe and your spirit. This German dude, I'm not gonna name his name because he didn't give me rights to name him. But he was nice. He lived in the city. I lived in the suburbs. By the way, Shanghai is a very beautiful city. Very beautiful. Amazing for parties. Amazing place. Yeah. So he lived in the suburbs. He lived in the city. I lived in the suburbs. And he was cool. He was nice. But do you know what about this guy that was very creepy? We didn't have coitus. if you get me. Because I was really like, I don't know about this guy. I was really weary. I visited him one time and send me stars. And I visited him one time, and in the weekends, he would just disappear. Like, he would just go and then appear on Monday and say hi. And I'd be like, are you just gonna pretend like the entire weekend you didn't just disappear and like appear in the weekend? Appear like now? Like, dude, you have been AWOL since Friday and you just appear on Monday. Apparently he was like a party animal. And I'm like, okay, you could be a party animal. Like, I love the party too. But, like, why would you just disappear and then appear on Monday and say hi? Like, dude, like, who does that? Anyway, that was that about that. I was like, no, this is a really big red flag for me. Because if you want to party, it's okay. We can both party, you know? So that ended. I went back on Tinder like, I'm not about to do this. I didn't do this in Nigeria. I'm not about to do this in Shanghai. So I swiped left on this doctor dude who like didn't have any rapey vibe. He was cool. He looked like he was like a gentleman. He was cute or whatever. He was cute. I'm not gonna lie, he was really cute. And he had a little bit of a pot belly from drinking a lot of beer. So I'm like, okay, this one is not like all these gym guys. Trust me, I don't have anything against gym guys, but if you're like a gym guy, for me, it just like feels like you're gonna be a little bit conceited. Like you're gonna be about your looks and everything. And that for me, I'm very African like that. I like my man to be, you know, a little bit of, I don't want a man that's gonna be looking in the mirror when I'm looking in the mirror like, That's a little bit too, you know, for me. I need you to be macho. Anyway, so all respect to gym guys, but so a little bit of a pot belly, you know, to show that you're not too conceited and you're sweet and nice and all of that is good for me. So if you have a little bit of a pot belly, I'm not saying that that's supposed to be a spec, but the African girl in me is just like, I can't do a lot of like too much muscle type. It's just not my vibe. And I know a lot of women who are like me. Like you can be cute or whatever, but don't be like too ripped and like have to go to the gym every day and you know, like that's not really my MO. Anyway, I swiped left on this dude and we met at the Jingyan station, Zongshan Park. And I came out of the